About 150 subject teachers have trained on the mainstream trafficking in persons content recently introduced into revised basic education curriculum. Susan Esu reports that the training, which was organized by International Center for Migration Policy Development, also had the Commissioner of Justice in attendance.
The 150 teachers gathered here are drawn from 50 secondary schools implementing the school's anti-trafficking education and advocacy project in Delta State. Director General of National Agency for the Prohibition of Trafficking in Persons (NAPTIP), Haja Binta Adamu Bello, who was represented, said the workshop is part of a broader effort to safeguard the future of children and strengthen national response to human trafficking through education. On her part, the project manager, Schools Anti-Trafficking Education and Advocacy Project STEEP, Rhoda Dare Johnson, noted that empowering teachers as protection advocates will create safer school environment.
As we are all aware, trafficking in persons remains one of the gravest human rights violations confronting Nigeria today. The statistics are deeply troubling. Children account for more than 55% of identified victims. The School Anti-Trafficking Education Advocacy Project is leveraging education as a powerful tool to prevent trafficking before it begins. Through schools, we are equipping children, teachers, and the wider school community with the knowledge about risk of trafficking, how to recognize warning signs and strategies to stay safe.
Goodwill messages from the Attorney General and Commissioner for Justice and the Ministry of Basic and Secondary Education assured the organizers of their collaboration and the need for subject teachers to be committed to the implementation of the anti-trafficking education.
It's a good thing that is now being captured in the curriculum. And it's very important that it must start from the school level, because the teachers are the ones building these children on a daily basis. They spend more time with the teachers than with the parents, and they need to know. And the bottom line is the teacher's role will have to include being friendly, because only when we are friendly with these students that they can actually tell you what they go through. There are certain things that have been mentioned here. For example, a child that is moody, a child that is always sleeping in class, a child that is looking tattered, always tired. Then you must know that something is wrong with that child.
The training on the Federal Ministry of Education approved human trafficking curriculum is timely and important, especially as the country continues to face challenges related to trafficking and exploitation of young people. Strengthening the capacity of teachers is central to our collective efforts to protect children, promote awareness, and build safe school communities.
There were technical sessions where resource persons enlightened the teachers on a lot of issues, including STEEP overview and achievement, overview of human trafficking in Nigeria, role of educational institutions in combating trafficking in persons, as well as causes and indicators of trafficking in persons.
Recruitment, transportation, transfer, harboring, or receipt of persons by means of threats or use of force or other forms of coercion, or abduction, or fraud, or deception, or abuse of power.
Some participants say the training is an eye-opener, promising to do everything possible to nip human trafficking in the bud.
And it's also in my scheme of work as a history teacher. I always give them an example of slave trade, how the slaves suffered. So it's good for the children to know. Some are ignorant. When they promise them, they will follow without knowing where they are taking them to until they go there. Even like my class, a girl stood up one day and told me that she came back from Libya after 6 months.
As we have come here now, we have gathered enough something that we give to our children, that is our students, in form of advising them, giving them the good way, the way to behave well.
In Asaba, Susan Esu, NTA News.